You work 80 hours for a check that's gone within 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work 80 hours for a check that's gone in 24 hours, 48 hours, 24. I'm gonna say 24. I'm being generous. 24 hours. And I started realizing that shit. Like, the shit just didn't feel. It just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting all this time in at this job, going through everything that I went through. Just, it's not even the physical aspect. It's the mental. And that's why I told myself, man, like, when I get back out here, for the sake of these kids, it gotta be something different. It gotta be something exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do the same thing. It can't be repetitive. I can't do the same thing every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's little joints that's out there where, you know, you just, no 2 days are the same. No 2 days are alike. But what I had to do, and I used to try to explain this to my kids' mom, like, she's like, but you know, she understood, but she was more like, you know, but you making money, like, you are making money, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It ain't about the money. I thought it was too. I always thought it was about the money. From the outside looking in, I always thought it was about the money. How much money you can make. Damn, you make how much you make an hour, bro? Damn, for real, you work for the city? Oh, all right, damn, they paying like that? I always thought it was about the money. But in reality, you know, realistically, it was never about the money for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, where I come up from, where I come up at, the people I came up around, that's all it's ever about is money. A nigga put himself through torture. A nigga put himself through pain, trauma for that money. And that's a different kind of nigga. So in getting to know myself all over again, you know what I'm saying, and taking that time, I realized that I wasn't that nigga. I ain't that type of nigga. I ain't willing, and it hurt at first because I thought it was like, I felt like it was taking something from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I ain't that enough. Or damn, maybe I ain't got that in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in our communities and in, you know, our neighborhoods, our hoods, that's a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of niggas want to wear. A lot of niggas want to obtain that badge of honor. That badge right there is like one of the top badges in the neighborhood, like being a hustler and being a by any means type of nigga. No matter the circumstances, no matter what you know what I'm saying, what you gotta go through to get that money. You got some niggas be like, yeah, bro, they paying it. Nigga, I'll go work overnight. Yeah, nigga, I'll go work down such and such. Yeah. I do this. I work in the sewer. I clean the sewers out for $30. You know what I mean? And so when I started to reintroduce, like when I started to get to know myself and shit all over again, I started to realize that when I got by myself, I was able to see the things I like and dislike. I was able to see, you know, the do's and don'ts. You know, when it come to me. And so just sitting here from time to time reflecting on what life was like, you know, working at this company and shit, how repetitive it was, and just so much of the mental. It was the mental aspect of the gig that tore me apart. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, for 8 years, bro, out of that 8, maybe 6 of them years, it got old. Like the first year was cool. The second year was like, all right, you mean, still making progress, getting raises, and I'm still, you know, being promoted. I'm still leveling up. I still was like, I still had that mindset of like, yeah, you mean, bag chase, it's money, money, money. But then I started to feel something strange, something different that I ain't really understand. Like, I ain't understand what I was feeling. And it was like, this shit ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit don't feel right. Like I felt like I was trading my soul in. I felt like I was becoming soulless. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm going against what my soul really feeling. My soul feeling a void. You know what I'm saying? I'm experiencing depression. I'm experiencing misery. I'm experiencing sadness, unhappiness, all these things, but I'm making bread. But I just was like, yo, this shit, it just, why don't it feel right? I'm giving these niggas 80, 90 hours every 2 weeks. Maybe shit might have hit 100. I'm getting 24 hours in overtime, 25 hours in overtime. You feel me? My check fat, but I'm still missing something. My kids taken care of, fresh, got every toy. And the only time I would really get to shine, bro, the only time I was able to really enjoy myself, or I would even be happy, no bullshit, the only time I would be happy was on Friday. My shit probably hit Thursday, so like Thursday going into Friday, bro, I checked my bank account. That was the only time that I'd be happy, bro. And on the weekend, of course, when I'm a toast up, drink, might go grab me an outfit or two. You know what I'm saying? Take my family out, you know what I mean? But the shit was going so fast. Between drinking, turning up, having fun, getting dressed, all that, buying clothes and shit, nigga, the 2 days felt like 10 hours, bro, 12 hours. I'm like, yo, this shit. And I gotta go back to this shit for another 14 days. I'm sorry, 10 days. Another 10 days to get another check, to do that shit all over again. Only really being happy on a Friday. Two days. Listen, I'm only happy 2 days out of a 30-day month. I'm talking about, I ain't bullshitting. My energy changed. I'm happy, I'm uplifted. Cause I'm about to get a check. I'm about to get some money. And I'm about to do what I want to do with the money. So you take them 2 days I get paid bi-weekly, 4 weeks in a month, maybe 5, whatever. 2 Fridays, then you add the little 2 days on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 days out of 30, 4 or 5 days out of a 30-day month. Then you just could continue to do the math throughout the months in a year, bro. Like, that's why I say, like, 80 hours, bro, to get a check that's going in a couple hours. 80 to 100 hours to find happiness for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? If that. And I just was like, yo, this shit can't, like, I was drinking more, I was doing everything more, bro, like, cause I really wasn't happy. I was buying, some temporary happiness and shit, buying some artificial happiness, self-medicating. I was just keeping it rolling. But when all that shit was over, bro, my weekends was over, bro, I felt demoralized. I felt terrible Monday morning. And not just because I might have had a long weekend, because that was burning me out. That was catching up to me. But it was just like, I gotta go back to this shit. I gotta go be fake every day. I gotta laugh at shit that ain't funny every day. I gotta go be around these white motherfuckers that I do not like, and I know they do not like me. I gotta go do the same shit every fucking day. On a forklift, pilots, picking orders. You know what I'm saying? The sweetest part about the whole shit was just being on a beer truck and delivering beer, bro. That was my fondest experience. That was the coolest part of the gig, I guess. And that got burnt out eventually. I was tired of that shit. I was tired of the whole shit because I had to deal with the Korean motherfuckers. And you know, you go in there with them niggas and shit. You don't even work for the company you work for no more. You work for them niggas for that 20, 30 minutes. They pointing that shit. They don't speak English. They think they better than you. They standing over top of you because you black. And they think you gonna steal some shit. Like, I'm gonna steal one of these $2 juices in your fucking basement out your inventory. Like that's worth my fucking job. I'ma steal some of this nasty ass beer we delivering. Like I can't buy this shit on my own. Like I'ma steal some shit down here that's worth me losing a fucking consistent paycheck. But hey, listen, that's what they think. And they on your motherfucking back, nigga. They watching you. They got the cameras on you. They got cameras in the basement. You know that. Look, you go in the joint and delivering shit. It's funny as shit how if you need like to find another spot, or if they see you running out of space because they watching you on the camera, they run right down the steps like clockwork. Nigga, you ain't just getting no idea. Maybe he running out of space. Maybe he need to put this over there. They watching you, bro. You're black, nigga. You coming in there, bro. So you feel all of that. You know what I'm saying? They on that camera from the time you in it to the time you leave, watching your motherfucking every move, nigga. So you dealing with that shit. But overall, it was just, it was way too much, bro. And I say that to say, it's just working for me, in my experience, is like I say, bro, it's just, it's slavery. It's something man-made. It's something that people with power created for the reasons they created it for. I don't know if they dressed it up, make it look nice, but it's slavery, bro. And for somebody like me, I feel shit, you know? Yeah, so dealing with that shit, man, every day, shit just felt wrong, dog. Like, it just felt unfair. Like, bro, I'm giving all this time up. I'm giving my whole life up to this shit. And you got so many people that'll just be like, man, and you get paid a lot of money, bro. Fuck the money, bro. Fuck the money, nigga. You know, most of the time that's coming from a nigga that's already programmed, bro. That's already brainwashed. That be them type of niggas talking like that. But damn, bro, you making good bread, bro. How many people could say they making 70, 80,000 a year, bro? Not many. See, y'all niggas is NPCs. Y'all niggas is bots. Y'all content with that shit. Nigga give you that, nigga wave that in front of your face, bro. You like, yo, I'm not worthy. You feel like you done came up. You feel like a nigga, like, you feel like you on top of the world. Cause somebody gonna pay you $30, $40 an hour, bro. You forget everything after that. You don't care about shit. And y'all be the niggas in the end, be lonely, miserable, depressed, living out of a bottle, or living inside of a bottle, dead at 65, hate your family if you got one, don't want to be home anyway, miserable. You got some other issues. You got some other shit that you going through. I worked around nothing but that. So on top of everything I just named and said and spoke about, then I'm around this shit. So I'm seeing this. I'm not seeing motivation. I'm not seeing inspiring shit. I'm not seeing people that's like, damn, bro, I could probably grow into like being one of them kind of old heads, you know what I'm saying? Going on trips, doing this, still living a exciting life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I made it. Nigga, I was in a graveyard. Bunch of old niggas that smoke cigarettes all day. Young niggas turn old nigga mentality. Young niggas got the old nigga mentality. Within a couple of months, they smoke cigarettes. They drinking cheap beer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just adopt the whole get down. Like, I'm just looking around seeing this shit. I'm like, bro, this shit can't be it, bro. I don't know what's it for me. Obviously, I'm still trying to figure it out. But I just knew that shit wasn't it. Just the whole concept. Of course, you do what you need to do to take care of your family and your kids. That's what I'm on for sure. But I'm more open to different things, different ways of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people settle, bro. Some people accept things for what they are and they never try. You know what I'm saying? Like, they never try. And then they get to a certain age and they blame it on old age, and then it's just like the rest is history, the game over. But I said, yo, I know what I'm feeling is real. Like, this shit ain't right, bro. 80 hours, 90 hours, 100 hours. Niggas just throwing away days like they got forever to live. They get a check that's going in a matter of hours, bro. A matter of a day. Nigga, I was broke by the time the weekend was over, nigga. I was broke by Saturday, bro. I done bust my ass, work, gave countless hours, overtime, dealt with all of the bullshit. Whether it was racist tension, whether it was fake laughing, being fake. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? You need to be getting paid time and a half for fucking being fake at work. Cause that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going somewhere every day that I hated, bro. I did that shit for eight piece, bro. 8 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just every day, pull in the parking lot, your whole morale is gone, your energy is depleted. You just get into this miserable, like, you could have had the weekend of your life. You and your lady could have had a good time, went out, went on a trip, spent some time together. You know what I'm saying? Had a romantic weekend, the kids was away, or you could have just had a good time with the fam in general, or a good time dolo. Caught up on some rest, nigga ain't even do nothing. Watch the game. But you in the comfort of your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You in your safe haven. Bro, you pull up to that shit, bro. And you park your car and shit, bro. I used to get there 20 minutes, 30 minutes early. I'm sitting in that joint, bro, every fucking minute on a fucking hour. I'm contemplating fucking leaving. So many days I done contemplated leaving that shit, bro, and quitting, bro. But I just felt like I can't quit on my fam. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I was trapped, my nigga. And I was a dickhead, because I ain't stopped. I kept going. I had another kid. You know what I'm saying? Now the money coming in. I feel like, all right, I can afford to have another kid. I'm on my third. You know what I'm saying? That was towards the end. But even having a second child, bro, that shit just, it damn near felt like it trapped me in more. It made me, I had to be there more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just felt more boxed in. Like, I was just, man, bro. That was a time in my life, bro. I'd never forget, bro. That's why I say, like, now I'm smarter, bro. Like, you use them gigs to fund your business. You use them gigs to fund what you really passionate about, and that's the move I'm on. You feel me? I like this YouTube. I love this YouTube shit. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing fancy, smancy, but you know, whatever I can fund, whatever I can take to the next level that I enjoy doing, that I'm passionate about, that's what I plan on doing. But I can't spend the rest of my life living like that. It ain't even about getting back into the streets and living a fast life. It's just like, that shit is crazy, bro. That's the type of shit for whoever willing to accept that. That's what these jobs is for, bro. Not just warehouse, but just in general, bro. 9 to 5s is for whoever is just willing to accept that. And if you're willing to accept that, you deserve everything that come with that. No disrespect, but it's the truth. Everybody that's working a gig should be trying to escape. Everybody should be doing that shit with the purpose or the intent of moving on. Everybody not going to be business owners. We know that. But it got to be something that you want to do. It got to be something that you may be able to collab on some way, somehow to break free. Don't be out here because you're making a lot of bread and you spending it on designer shit that don't mean nothing that you ain't going to wear in 2 years. You feel me? Going on trips every fucking month, every other month. It's cool to go out and shit like that, but bro, save your bread or shit. Do something that niggas ain't really talking about or doing, bro. Like, that's a good idea. You might not, you might want to just save your bread. You might not have a business mind, but you might be like, fuck, I'm gonna save my money. Maybe I could retire earlier. Building a nest egg. You feel me? So instead of them talk, cause nigga, they gonna make niggas work until they die. That's the move. They already talking about pushing all that social security shit back. That shit gonna, before you know it, that shit gonna be 85 to fucking get social security, bro. Cause they probably spending that money. So it ain't no money to even give motherfuckers. But that's another situation. But I'm saying, like, you might be a motherfucker that just might be smart. Like, bro, I had fun. I do shit. But I stack most of my bread. I pay my bills and I stack what's left. Or the money that I used to fuck off, I stack that bread. You might be able to retire 10 years earlier. You just never know. But you got to get out here and think for yourself, bro. You gotta be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? You got to bet on you. Because these gigs, bro, they just doing people dirty. Like I said, bro, 80 hours, 90 hours, 100 hours. Some people working more than that to get a check that's going in a day. To bills. You know what's crazy? You can't even enjoy the money that you worked for, bro. Even me, I had bills, I had kids. Still got both of those. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure they straight before I'm, worry about myself. But the bills gotta get paid. Nigga, for real, most times that money going to bills. When I had a car note, insurance, other cash grabs, other rip-offs, but that's another situation. But it's like, bro, that job shit, bro, that shit almost broke me, bro. Doing that shit every day, repetitive, the same shit. Yo, niggas start talking. Yo, it was like people literally say the same shit every day. So you doing the same job every day, the same shit. The managers, the employees, the coworkers, they say the same shit. Niggas was bringing the same kind of shit to work, lunch. Like, it was like, I don't know, bro. I was in the twilight zone, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. And it was just like, I'm glad I got out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you got to do other things moving forward, blah, blah, blah. But I'm glad I got out of that situation. I was able to get my mind right. So whereas now I see this shit a little bit more clear. I understand it a little bit better. I'll say that. I understand it a lot better. Use the jobs like they use you. Don't put no emotion in that shit. Don't put no love and no loyalty in that shit, bro. Use them how they use you. Create an exit strategy, bro. Because I was one of them niggas that I was going to retire there. I was thinking one way. I'm going to get my money. I'm making great money. I'm miserable as shit, but I'm going to retire. I'm going to put my years in. I got 8 in, probably 30 more to go. And that was just the mindset. I wasn't even thinking not just about entrepreneurship, but just like, bro, you could find a passion. You got shit that you passionate about. Or you could do this, you could do that. Save your money or put your money into something. You feel me? And I wasn't thinking like that. I was just going to work, paying bills. Going to work, having fun sometimes. Going to work, paying bills. Going to work, having fun sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was just it. You know what I mean? Reaping the benefits or whatever the case may be, and thinking about the long game. Like, all right, I'm gonna retire one day. You know what I mean? There's so many people that's thinking like that, and they just stuck, bro, and they going to be stuck. That's why I said, if you become okay with that shit and you allow that shit to just be what it is, then that's just what it is for you. I hate to say it, and it's gonna be a lot of people that's just going. They gonna stay there. They gonna stay at these jobs. They gonna let these jobs, But yeah, bro, that shit ain't it, bro. I'm talking about, I was depressed as shit, like every day. just to be able to have a little bit of fun. 2 days off. And then me, I'm so on the clock, nigga. From the time I clock out, I done grab my brew, I done grab my drink days before. So now all I gotta do is, nigga, get in the crib, shower, whatever I'ma do, and we rolling the party. You know what I mean? The party started, bro. I'm in rare form by 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Then you so fucking tired from working, nigga. You sleep by 9, 10. You done passed out sleep. Wake up Saturday, try to do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Then Sunday you gotta really transition. You gotta come out of party mode. You gotta come out of reality, your reality, or you know, whatever you enjoy, however you enjoy. You know what I mean? You gotta come out of that and you gotta transition back into work you. So you gotta go from the real you, and you gotta start winding down to go back into the work you. You know what I'm saying? Getting your uniform ready and getting your mind right. You know what I'm saying? What kind of week this gonna be? Or damn, it's a busy week. Or this beer or that beer going on sale. And fuck, like it just, man, I don't know, man. And I know that the main reason why people do it and they go through their whole lives with just that being okay or just normalizing that shit is because they gotta pay bills. They got family to take care of, bro. They don't believe that they could get out here and do something independently. They don't believe in themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they allow the gig to take care of them. And I'm not knocking that shit, bro. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that, you know, I wasn't on that shit. I'm not that type of, I can't do that. And that's something I learned about myself. I thought I could. I put myself in them shoes. I imagined me to be able to do that. I imagined me living my life like that. I seen a few thorough old heads that did the 9-to-5 shit for their whole life, and they just, but they not happy. But you know, they satisfied. They content. You feel me? They content. They play their lottery. They get paid. They pay their bills. They get drunk as shit on the weekends, and they might find some excitement within their lives every now and then, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool old head that was at the gig. He had a wife. Every now and then, his thing, he had to go knock a little shorty down, a little young bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that was his excitement. You know what I mean? Get his drink on. You know, that nigga be drinking at the job. Like, that was his thing, you know what I'm saying? But just even looking at that and those being your examples or the people around you that you can, like, pull something from, be like, damn, bro, this can't be my life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody happy, bills is paid, shit like that, everything taken care of, but you the nigga that, you miserable, you depressed, you really not happy, bro. You didn't try to convince yourself that this is happiness, this is life, this the American dream, and it's not. You know, I'm an overthinker. I'm an overthinker. So, you know, I'm thinking future shit. Me at 40, 50, 60. I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't see it. I don't think I could do that. And I don't want nothing more than to have my family happy and situated and taken care of. But it's gotta be a way. You know what I'm saying? That we all could be happy. You feel me? That we all could be, you know what I'm saying? Cause like that's what you see today in society, bro. People don't, jobs. Listen, we don't speak on the things, mostly black people, we don't speak on the things that we feel like that's taking care of us or we shouldn't speak about because how dare we? One of the things is the food we eat because it tastes so good, we enjoy it, we love it. It's at every cookout, every shindig, whatever. It's killing us. We don't talk about work and how it affects our happiness outside of it. So many people drink more, do more shit, coke, whatever the fuck they do. They lives, the way they live their lives, bro, we don't, because we make our money there. That's what pay our bills. That's what take care of us. But truth be told, niggas be miserable. Niggas' lives be shit because of the job, because of the stress of the job, because of the misery it brings. My grandma, I was on the phone with her the other day. I'm talking to her about a few things, and she said this shit with so much emphasis, bro. She put so much emphasis on this misery word, bro. She was like, yeah, well, you know, we ain't had the tools, and we wasn't raised a certain kind of way, and we ain't know. And then we went through life a certain kind of way in the 60s and the 70s, and by the time we look back up, we 30, 40 years old, and we ain't go to school, and we ain't do this, and we ain't know how serious and important things was. So now we taking whatever we could get. We taking any job that we could get so we could pay bills. We had kids before we should have. Like, she running the whole thing down to me. So I'm like, what, I'm supposed to be miserable? So what you saying is I'm supposed to, for the sake of everybody else, I'm supposed to be miserable. My kids, my lady, da-da-da, all this shit. Yes, basically. I mean, that's what I said. Oh no, you tripping, grandma. Straight up, just like that. Me and my grandma talk like, yeah, you tripping. Grams, you tripping. And I told her, I said, I'm mad you said that shit with so much emphasis, as if that's just the norm. Like, that's normal, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be okay to try to figure out a way that you can still have some sort of happiness in this life and pay bills and take care of family and do all of that kind of shit, bro. If it ain't no me, don't none of this shit matter, because I ain't gonna fucking be here. I need to focus and worry about me as well, bro. I can't make sure so many men do that. So many men do that. Everybody be straight. Wife, kids, everybody. Niggas be dying inside, bro. See these strong, you know what I'm saying, independent, you know what I'm saying, men and shit like that, you know what I mean, great men, you know what I mean, leaders and shit like that. But them niggas be dying inside, bro. They won't even think twice about standing up for themselves, because they gonna feel like they a failure, or they gonna feel like this or feel like that. They won't even think twice about speaking about their mental health or how they feel in general, the effects that the job having on them, and all this pressure and all this weight of taking care of home and paying bills and going somewhere every day that they hate being. And bro, it's like at that point, bro, you didn't you gave your life up, bro. Your life is over, my nigga. You just gave it up. And I can't, I don't know, I don't give a fuck what it is, bro, but I can't do that. And that's what that job had me, that's what jobs in general, but that's what that job in particular had me feeling like. Like, I just gave my life up. Like, I'm still here every day. I'm still operating in this body, but somebody else owns somebody owns the rights to me, bro, to my life, bro. I'm not in control of it. I gave it up. I'm on robot time. I'm on autopilot. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. That shit sound crazy. That shit sound scary. Like, so yeah, bro, like, I had to get out of that shit. That shit was driving a nigga crazy. Like, yo, y'all niggas say the same shit every day. You gonna say the same shit next Wednesday that you said this Wednesday. You said the next shit. You said the same shit last Thursday. You saying it this Thursday. Like, where the fuck am I at? Like, I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. Like, bro, you niggas down to like how y'all move, what y'all do, the lunch y'all bring, it's like, yo, I said, I got the fuck out of here, bro. It gotta be something I could do. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something, like I said, and it ain't no coincidence that I came to YouTube, and, you know, I was a YouTube consumer, if you will. Like, I mean, now I'm doing content, but, you know, one thing I do like doing passionately and genuinely and purely is helping people. And I feel like I help people through, you know, my experiences, or I'm relatable and shit like that. And that's real shit. Like, that's one thing that I stand on. And I didn't realize it until I had kids, how much doing something for others how good it make me feel. Not just because they my kids, but just in general. Just knowing that I could do that for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Put a smile on your face, whatever. If it's through materialistic, conversation, reassurance, like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that just I'm keeping my eyes on. Like, damn, I do like helping people. You know what I'm saying? I like helping good people. Even people that's jammed up or whatever the case may be. I like helping people. As long as you don't cross me in no weird shit like that. Like, I genuinely, if I got information, I like to give it. You know what I'm saying? I like to share my experience. I like to, if I can help in any kind of way type shit. So we'll see what this shit turned into. But that everyday standard American lifestyle, go to work, punch the clock, get out at 4 or 5 o'clock, rush home, eat dinner, take a shower, get up, do it again tomorrow, come home, take a shower, have a beer, eat dinner, talk to the wife, see the kids for 10, 15, 20 minutes, go to bed, do it. Like, no, bro. No. So regardless of where I end up, I know for sure it's not going to be for the duration of my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm journeying through for sure. I'm journeying through. But I don't see that being my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm trusting in, like, my leadership. You know what I'm saying? My leadership being the universe, you know, the Most High, the source. That's my leadership. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm following. That's who leading me on this journey. So I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? And I really got real faith in the fact that, like, I'm not gonna be a nigga working at some job 30, 40 years, you know what I mean, while my life just passed me by, fucking working 100 hours, 80 hours to fucking get a check that's going in a day. Nah. But shit.